This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk with Troy Dannen, and looking at what the state legislature is doing with a school like UNI, not a lot of money is flowing in here. How does that make your job difficult and the importance of doing some other things?
Well, UNI is challenged in a lot of ways institutionally because of how we're structured with the in-state students, and the fact the legislature, the Board of Regents have recognized that, and they're looking for ways to help fund the university. As good as things have been externally for us, if the university is not healthy financially, the athletic department cannot and will not be healthy financially. So what happens in the legislature this year, while none of that money is earmarked for the athletic department, it's going to determine whether we have opportunities to succeed financially going down the road. If the university does not support the legislature rather does not support the university financially, and the university has to make cuts. We've been through that before. We know who's first on the cutting block at UNI. So I'm watching the university, the legislature critically this year. I'm watching the Board of Regents because it's going to have a major impact, not just in this 15-16 year, but as we go forward.
What facilities upgrades are we looking at that fans might notice next year or in the next couple of years?
Well, I think we've got a lot of the things done that we wanted to get done. Wrestling has another stage or two, but it's pieces that the fans won't see, which is more offices and a strength room on the wrestling side. I'd like to get soccer and soccer in particular moved on campus, and that's an ongoing priority of ours. We want to get a football team room, kind of a war room, an operations room, if you will, and we're looking at Dave Peters has given us a generous gift to get that thing started, and hopefully we can get something done this summer. And then the two big pieces that we'll start talking about more, one is the dome renovation and expansion. And when I say expansion, I'm talking about taking the concourses out, adding restrooms, making it a 2015 building instead of a 1977 building from a fan experience standpoint. We started last year with a video board. Now it's time to start raising some money. And the other thing that is really not on anybody's radar screen, Jake and I have met with two and soon a third architect to start the planning for a basketball practice facility. And it's when you have a team that's top 10 in the country and has that potential, they need to have that infrastructure behind them. And you may think it's silly to look at a basketball or a dedicated practice facility, but frankly, if the donors are interested in what we've learned, and I learned as we were raising money for Jake's contract, that there is donor interest in a project like that. So we're going to start putting some plans together, get a little drawing, and maybe put it in front of some people and see if we can't get that project going as well. Excited
to see that, and I'm excited to see, I think a lot of Panther fans are, the new look with the offensive football team as well.
It would be interesting. Mark's a defensive first power football guy, and with Mario leaving for Missouri State, he's brought in a new offensive scheme this year with Joe Davis, and it's a lot more of a no-huddle spread type, get more plays in. It fits our facilities. This is a fast facility, it's a fast track. We've got to recruit the guys to play it. We've got some guys in here that can play it now, but it's going to be completely different to watch. I'm looking forward to it. The spring ball has been very interesting. The ball's flying all over the place, and we'll see. I told Mark, it's one thing to have the offensive team on the field 25 more plays a game, but that means the defense is going to be on the field 25 more plays a game too. And as a defensive coach, I'm looking forward to Mark's reaction to that. But the game has changed a little bit in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. 5 teams in the playoffs last year that won games. And you have to continue to reinvent and improve yourself if you want to stay at the top of that league. And I'm proud of what our football staff has done in recognizing that and taking some chances that we haven't had to take in a while.
Well, Troy, 7 years under your belt here. You're doing an outstanding job with the student athletes academically and with the coaches as well. Thanks for all that you do. Look forward to year number 8, Troy.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it.
More Panther Sports Talk right after this.